In this episode of Travelogue, you'll get a rare insider's view of one of the most spectacular festivals in China, one that few Chinese have seen. Then I'll show you how the 15th day of the Chinese New Year is celebrated. Come join me as we head north and party hard, Jingzhong style. It's the Chinese New Year, and here I am in Jingzhong, Shanxi province, just soaking up the atmosphere of the Spring Festival. Prior to coming to Shanxi, I had only known this province to be the kingdom of coal, and apart from its coal, it's also famous for its oodles of noodles and vinegar. What I didn't know is that up in the north of China, there's a festival that not many people have experienced, which is celebrated every year with gusto on the 15th day of the Chinese New Year. I'm Kaylee Lam. Welcome to Travelogue, and together we'll experience this fiery festival in Jingzhong. Jingzhong is situated right smack in the middle of Shanxi, just 15 kilometers from the capital Taiyuan Wushu Airport. If you're coming from Beijing, it's an approximate 5-hour drive or 45 minutes by flight. Jingzhong is one of the cradles of Chinese civilization and was once known as the headquarters of the most renowned merchant class in China. As soon as we arrive in Jingzhong, we could feel the festive mood in the air. We head straight to the city center where a temple festival is in full swing. It feels great walking out on the streets again after such a long winter. I love the feel of the warmth of the sun on my face, looking at people go about their business, and the town coming back to life. A sure sign that spring is here. Food, family and friends is what Spring Festival is all about. It's a chance to catch your breath after a year of hard work and celebrate. It's a time when people head out as the weather warms up in the north to attend street festivals, temple festivals, and simply to soak up the sun and have some fun. 这是什么东西啊？
这个是尿尿娃。
尿尿娃。
对，这个是冷水里泡，然后热水一浇，哎，尿尿娃就开始尿尿。
我可以试一下吗？
哎，可以，请。
So they have this little clay figure dipped into cold water, and then you pour like boiling hot water in it, and guess what it does? Watch out! Wow! Oh God! Ew! The whole town is abuzz, preparing for the festival. It is the Earth and Fire Festival, or Shehuo Festival. One of the main features of Shehuo is this colorful and gigantic structure known as Jiahuo, or the fire frame, dedicated to the gods of the sky, earth, and water. We've been told to be careful when entering this area as it's now filled with highly combustible material and also fireworks. So right now they're just doing the last minute touching up and accessorizing these structures and filling them up with fireworks. We've got a bit of time before the actual day of the festival, so let's see how a few local villagers are gearing up for the big event. 7岁，你7岁，你呢？6岁，6岁。怎么过？ You must be wondering, what are they up to? Well, they're preparing for the dress rehearsal of a folk performance which will be part of the Shehuo Festival. She is the god of land, and Huo is the god of fire.
流水推车，你这个交通工具，这个叫运输工具，好好路口去照样说看红花，老元宵。他的老伴儿就是吴三，我是他的老婆。
哎，你的老婆。
哎，他是这个小儿。 儿子，我的儿子。
So he's playing the son, he's playing the wife, and he's the husband.
太多了，腿，
腿，
啥都喝了，啥都喝了，瞎，
这是真的假的？
这是假的。
Oh.
锵
锵
锵气象气，锵锵气象气象气，
轻轻。
气象气，气象气。
Before I can even master the steps of this performance called Liu San Tui Ce, another activity begins right underfoot. This is called 恶鬼摔跤, a wrestle between two people. So it's actually a one-man wrestle.
过年好，过年好。
过年好，过年好。你看，他就塌了。
对对对。
他这个摔到塌了。
对。
哪家摔跤？
哦，这个我蛮容易，我也可以演，对吗？
也可以。
Alright, I bet this is much easier than the dance steps. if I can't do this well, I'm a failure. 绑紧。
打紧。
啊。Oh, so this is going to be my foot. 那你怎么弄？哦 ，OK，明白。OK， 嗨。
接好左右。
这样吗？
动作快点。好。动吧，对。
到了没 ？OK。哇！
你来把鼓。
我做得好吗？
行，可以。
Yeah，I did well. In China, Spring Festival is typically a holiday for individual family reunions. And as the weather warms up approaching the 15th day of the Chinese New Year, people head outdoors, socialize with neighbors, and experience the joy of being in a close-knit community. Next, we decided to let our ears lead the way, simply by following the noise and music. This performance is known as Tie Guen, a dance on a raised pavilion. This dance is said to bring good luck. It's believed that by dedicating these beautifully dolled-up children to the god of the sky on a raised pavilion, it will appease the god and their land will then be showered with rain. These dance troops will go along a street with lots of shops and houses and pay a visit to each and every house. And if an owner wants them to perform for their shop or house, all they need to do is give them a little red packet filled with money. Just walking on the streets, we've already encountered over 5 street performances, and this is not even the actual day of performance. So if you're here, don't just come here to catch the Sherwood Festival, come here days before it, catch their rehearsals and see how they perform. After being part of a highly charged parade, it's nice to sit back and enjoy the festive light in the city. These displays of lights can be found in almost every square in Jingzhou. This vibrant display of lights attracts many people to this square every year. Not only are these displays beautiful, they also each represent something auspicious. Take this vase for example. Vase in Mandarin is ping, which is homophonous to he ping, which means peace. So people generally come here not just to admire the beauty of these lights, but also they come here in hopes of a better year ahead. The New Year celebrates winter's end and the coming of spring, the season of new beginnings. It represents a fresh start, hence it's apt to end the new year with a celebration of lights, symbolizing the return of the sun's warmth and illumination. Coming up next, we'll visit a charming little village join the locals in their festival preparation and be enthralled by the mighty charm of these beautiful blazing coal pyres of Jingzhong. We now head 2 hours southeast of Jingzhong City to Zuoquan, a county that has more traditional elements preserved. While walking about in this welcoming traditional village, I noticed outside every house are poles stacked up, looking almost like a Chinese equivalent of a Christmas tree. There are also many colorful hand-drawn decorations hung all around this picturesque village. Only thing is, it's a bit too quiet for a festive season. Right now you can't find many people in the village because most of them are out preparing for the Shehuo festival. But there are still some people in the village, and let's see what they're busy with. The Chinese place a lot of importance on being a good host. With that, many hours are spent on preparation, from the preparation of good food to a well-decorated house. Yeah, he's just got a little left. So what I see is that he actually draws with a pencil on a paper first, and then he follows his pencil lining and he cuts according to what he's drawn.
就这牛呀、么花呀、佛子呀啥，结交这些东西吧。
你小时候开始学吗？
从就是跟姥姥学，姥姥是结一把结之后事。他盖一朵姑娘过去了，从里头让人到了乡他就结子了。
就你这个点完了是吗？We came here about 5 minutes ago, and he completed this within 5 minutes. Let's see how it's like. These cutouts are used to decorate doors and windows. They're sometimes referred to as 窗花, meaning window flower. You'll find that almost every household has their windows and doors decorated with these beautiful paper cuttings, as it's supposed to bring good luck. Meanwhile, a few ladies are busying themselves in the kitchen, preparing for a feast. It is only during the down season in farming do they have the time to indulge in more creative ways of making noodles, such as these. And as the ladies are finishing up the final touches to the dishes, another group starts rehearsing their songs in the living room. Everyone seems to have a part to play in the Shehuo festival.
摇窗花梅呀开，你这张雨里来，摇着花儿开，跟他倒起来了嘛？你不能张或者这那不行，是吧？你这正月里来吧，摇着花儿开，你这跟他倒起来，这一讲，咱这一讲他妈的，这不行，你对我多还这不行吗？正月里来，摇着花儿开，这那其实这个。
Everyone in this village, young and old, loves singing and dancing. It seems to be an indispensable part of life here in Zuoquan. Spring festivals are time everyone comes together as a family and community to enjoy each other's company amidst good comfort food and the warmth emanating from the coal-fueled hot pot. This quiet village literally transforms at nightfall. Villagers gather around these blazing Christmas tree lookalikes to await the evening's performance. Given the cold, strong winds blowing through the hilly rural town, It's easy to understand why everyone gathers for warmth around the blazing structure.
是跳小花戏吗？
哦，对，是小花戏。
啊，现在什么时候开始啊？快要开始了是吗？
一会儿人全了。
我就现在等他们来演出吗？
啊，对，等他们来演出，然后放烟花。
好。你会送什么东西啊？
香烟、钱。
香烟、
香烟和
钱，还有什么呢？
花生。
花生
啊。
有什么意义吗？送花生还是只是
吉祥吧，
吉祥哈。
哎呀，我爷爷的爷爷他也。
OK， 太长的时间了。
反正我们这地方就是。
In festivals such as these, it's crucial to let your ears lead the way. Follow the music! Used to seeing people send off the Chinese New Year by setting off fireworks, lighting up the night with lanterns, having prayers and a feast. But over in Jingzhong, wow, they add a whole other layer of festivities in the form of folk performances. This really is an amazing party. They're now just asking the crowd who can dance, and then we'll just join in. I guess I'll just join in too.
一说就是要为啥呀？大错这节目的努力后，那你希望的大家来呀，也叫要把它破为说。
I need the teacher to teach me. Look at her. 四字步，就这样。颠起来。三颠十字步。Okay, I must admit, I don't quite understand the rest of her instructions. 有点像个蝴蝶哈。对。They sure make it look completely easy and effortless. Well, that's because they've learned these folk arts since they were young. Apart from music and dance, drama and martial arts, there's also clowning. Selected clowns from the village go from house to house, making jokes and entertaining the crowd, adding joy to the entire village. This whole thing will go on till midnight. Unfortunately, we won't be joining them through the night, but I must say I'm really impressed by their energy and exuberance, and also their sense of community and together by the fireplace, enjoying each other's company, and also the warmth of the fire. Coming up next, it's finally the 50th day of the Chinese New Year. We'll join the locals in celebrating the biggest and jolliest event of the year. We'll let our hair down and party hard Jingzhong style. Finally, it's the 50th day of the Chinese New Year. Farmers from different villages in Jingzhong start gathering at the main street of the parade around 6:30 in the morning. The air is filled with excitement and people are simply buzzing with energy as they get ready for their performance. Ready to give their all in the biggest event of the year in Jingzhong.
花轿，6点，从杂庆，高庆。
There are various types of performances in this festival, and I got to try my hand at one of them.
这叫汉传对吗？啊，我给你投上去。好好好。哇，这个汉传吧，我们厂里头老百姓说是跑一跑啊，应该收成好。哦，收成好。你试一下吧。好吧，好吧。就这样摇摆对吗？好。哎呀，还好不成啊。Not too heavy. Thankfully, I can even jump. 收过后我就这样摇摆吗 ？Woo! This is for they say a good harvest. 好吧，好吧，好吧，谢谢你啊，谢谢，谢谢花花。
There's a Chinese saying, 锣鼓不响，庄稼不长, meaning if the drums and gongs don't beat, the crops won't grow. Villagers used to dedicate their performances to the gods, hoping they'd be rewarded with a good harvest. But over the years, it's now a community party and a great excuse to celebrate. And then we meet the funny bunch again, whose mission is to entertain and get the crowd all hyped up. I'd say Opa Jingdong style.
It's not even the actual event yet, and everyone's energy is just overflowing.
While everyone waits for the official opening of the festival, performance troops go through their moves for the last time, as this is also a competition between villages. Well, it's not just the adults who participate in the Shouhuo festival. Young kids have a part to play as well. You'll find many proud parents fussing over their little ones, dolling them up to look as pretty as possible so that they appease the gods.
你以前没背过啊？一代传一代。是，这跟老师留下来了。
This activity is called 飞棍. It's quite similar to a piggyback, except these dolled up 4 to 5-year-olds are connected to a rod which is attached to their father's back. This enables them to be raised up high for the gods to see. Look just how calm she is.
小朋友，你怕吗？你怕吗？不怕。会沉吗？会沉。哎呦，真壮。
And off they go. Aren't they just adorable?
Everything seems to be ready. Everyone's in place. All the performance groups from different villages and counties in Shanxi are now waiting, queuing up, waiting for the speech to end and to just let it all out and have fun.
There are just so many different types of interesting and entertaining folk performances which you can catch at the Shouhuo festival. The parade lasts for about 4 hours, but you will never be bored. Colors burst before your eyes, upbeat music and drum beats rock the town, and the performers' vitality enthuse the community with communal energy and joy. This makes the slack season in farming the year's most joyful period. The full moon is now shining brightly on us. The moment we've been waiting for is finally here. People set off fireworks like there's no tomorrow, celebrating the final day of the Chinese New Year. And at about 5 minutes before 8 o'clock, all the town's fireworks come to an abrupt halt as everyone waits in anticipation for what they know is about to come. You ready? May the bonfire begin! Anyone not be motivated to create an epic New Year after this? I am.
Isn't this stunning? Oh, I'm truly overwhelmed with the natural outpour of love for life and enthusiasm that the people have here. To me, it's not so much the festival or parade that's interesting. What's interesting is mingling with the locals, feeling their passion for life despite their situation. And I think the one thing that we can take home from the people here is to work hard and play harder. Well, it's the last day of the Chinese New Year, and here I am wishing you guys a Happy New Year. I'm Kaylee Lam, and I'll see you again on Travelogue.
In this episode of Travelogue, you'll get a rare insider's view of one of the most spectacular festivals in China, one that few Chinese have seen. Then I'll show you how the 15th day of the Chinese New Year is celebrated. Come join me as we head north and party hard, Jingzhong style.
It's the Chinese New Year, and here I am in Jingzhong, Shanxi province, just soaking up the atmosphere of the Spring Festival. Prior to coming to Shanxi, I had only known this province to be the kingdom of coal. And apart from its coal, it's also famous for its oodles of noodles and vinegar. What I didn't know is that up in the north of China, there's a festival that not many people have experienced, which is celebrated every year with gusto on the 15th day of the Chinese New Year. I'm Kaylee Lam, welcome to Travelogue, and together we'll experience this fiery festival in Jingzhong.
Jingzhong, situated right smack in the middle of Shanxi, just 15 kilometers from the capital Taiyuan Wushu Airport. If you're coming from Beijing, it's an approximate 5-hour drive or 45 minutes by flight. Jingzhong is one of the cradles of Chinese civilization and was once known as the headquarters of the most renowned merchant class in China. As soon as we arrived in Jingzhong, we could feel the festive mood in the air. We head straight to the city center where a temple festival is in full swing.
It feels great walking out on the streets again after such a long winter. I love the feel of the warmth of it.
这是尿尿娃。
尿尿娃。
对，这个是冷水里泡，完了热水一浇，哎，尿尿娃就开始尿尿。
我可以试一下吗？
哎，可以，
好。So they have this little clay figure dipped into cold water, and then you pour like boiling hot water in it, and guess what it does? Watch out! Wow! Oh God! Ew!
The whole town is abuzz, preparing for the festival. It is the Earth and Fire Festival, or Shehuo Festival. One of the main features of Shehuo is this colorful and gigantic structure known as
the sun on my face, looking at people go about their business, and the town coming back to life. A sure sign that spring is here.
family and friends is what Spring Festival is all about. It's a chance to catch your breath after a year of hard work and celebrate. It's a time when people head out as the weather warms up in the north to attend street festivals, temple festivals, and simply to soak up the sun and have some fun.